This is the CHRILLCAST. I'm Chris.
And I'm Will. Welcome, welcome. I haven't said that in forever.
That's true. I did get you to say it like a couple podcasts ago. Anyways, so as we discussed earlier, the new announcement. We are killing one of our excess channels to make way for a much better channel.
Yeah, this one.
No, we're relaunching the Krill Reviews and Krill Plays channels as CHRILLCAST Plus.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll just be for, if Will wants to do something, call it the Willcast, he can put it on there. If I want to do something and call it something other than the Willcast, I can put it on there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll do Saturday Science with Will.
Call yours Subparcast.
Subparcast. Oh, God. Oh, man. That is a slight on all the subpar podcasts out there. Anyway, so we're going to launch CHRILLCAST Plus. We're not sure what we're doing with it yet, but I've got 3 retrospectives on there right now. I'm going to do the reviews of the Fire Emblem, Donkey Kong Country, and Persona series on there, if I ever get around to it.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Yeah, big F.
Will's got something ready to go that he's been working on for a while.
I have been working on forever.
If Windows Movie Maker would cooperate.
Exactly. It would render a video faster than, take 3 hours for every 1 minute.
Hey, this podcast, when I load it in, because I still use it just to chop things, things in and out, it does take it a good half hour, even with 16 gigabytes of RAM. Windows Movie Maker is not the best program.
No.
It's okay. Anyway, so that's that. CHRILLCAST Plus. Currently playing latest pickups, and that includes board games and books now.
Mm-hmm. You can go first, man.
I have not picked up anything, but I am currently playing Fire Emblem Fate Special Edition still. I've got probably halfway through the first route, which is Birthright. So far, so cool. And then about a quarter of the way through the book, Trinity by Leon Uris. It's a pretty good Irish epic novel.
Mm-hmm.
Really good, actually.
Chris has suggested this to me multiple times.
And after that, I'm reading Hardwired, as agreed upon by Will.
Yeah.
Are you going to be reading that too?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I already bought it, so I'm ready to go.
I have not bought mine yet. I think I might just get mine from the library. I'm running out of space. So, literally, I have to buy an extra bookshelf because I have so many extra books.
Oh, I'm just doing it on the Kindle.
Yeah, I need to do that. There's a way of downloading library books to your Kindle for free.
Yeah, you can do that. You can check them out, put them on your thing, whatever your device is, whether it's a Nook, a Kindle, or, tablet, computer, TV, I don't know, whatever you're reading on.
Mm-hmm.
There's a way to do it.
And then what special game did you send me this week?
Fire Emblem 7.
Mm-hmm.
On the Wii U, it's the GBA ROM. Legally purchased Fire Emblem 7 ROM, not hacked into. Will doesn't believe in hacking his Wii U, so can't do it that way anyways.
No, because my luck, I would do it wrong and it would crash, and then it would be ruined.
So I discovered on Amazon you can buy the code, send it to your friend, and have them download it. So that's what I did. Sent Will Fire Emblem 7. No more excuses.
Yep. I will finally know what you guys are talking about.
Does that mean you have not started it yet?
I've turned it on, but I have not started it. I went down to... Yeah, well, I was going to bring it to the research station with me and just play it on the tablet, but it's really humid down there, and I don't know how that would affect the Wii U. I did, I haven't bought any games recently, but I did start The Witcher 2.
Really?
It was a free game I got from Games with Gold 2 years ago. And I was thinking, I might as well play the second game before I play the third game eventually when I get to it. And it's pretty fun. I killed this giant kraken thing. What more do you need? It's honestly really fun. The combat's really easy to pick up, and I'm playing it on easy, to be honest. And it's good. I don't know. hack and slash type thing, but there's lots of cutscenes. Like literally every interaction you have is its own dedicated cutscene.
Yeah, I'm such a fan of the Netflix rendition. I couldn't play the games because they're just not. They don't follow the book. So
Yeah, exactly. That was so poorly handled.
Oh my gosh.
You said also what books am I reading?
I'm
reading the Return of the King, the Lord of the Rings book. Sorry, I had like a mosquito fly by me. And then I'm also reading Killing Lincoln.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Not like Lincoln Vampire Slayer.
No, it's a history book. Okay. It's written by Bill O'Reilly, so I know some people are gonna be like, but he was a historian, and the books are really cool how they're written because it's more like an action book instead of like a normal history book. So cool.
Like literally Bill O'Reilly.
Mm-hmm. I mean, his name's on it. I honestly think it's the second author who's actually doing all the work and writing it. But they're good. Like there's a whole Killing series. So it's the Killing Lincoln, Killing Kennedy, Killing the Rising Sun, which I highly recommend. That was a great one. Killing England, Killing Patton, Killing Jesus. Claire just read that one. I think that might be all of them. But yeah, they're all like really good.
Did I tell you I own a book written by Ben Shapiro?
Really, you own one?
Physically, yeah.
Is it signed?
No.
Which book is it? Out of curiosity, is this his newest one?
No, it's one of his older ones about the liberal mindset on college campuses. Actually, about how there is like definitely not equal representation on campus as far as professors and administration goes.
I remember when he was pushing that book on his podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But yeah, I have it. I just realized the other day, I was like, hey, when did I buy this? It's on my shelf. Okay, I guess
just snuck in, man.
I think it was like at a used bookstore for like $1. So I was like,
yeah,
well, fine.
I get everything from half price books. It's like I'm so spoiled now. The thing is, like, you pick anything up for like $3. Like, why would you say no to that?
Oh, I just watched The Meg, by the way. What a fantastic movie.
I liked it too.
There's actually 8 books.
I mean, 8 books.
There's 8 books. That was based on a book.
It was?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Didn't you notice how great the sci-fi elements of it were? There's like this cloud at the bottom of the ocean. Nobody's been beneath it. You know, they got the fantastic Star Wars underwater vehicles. You know, I legit thought it was the Star Wars vehicle, except underwater. Yeah, that's the way I looked at it.
It's got Jason Statham in it, so I mean, it's going to be good.
Activision. Ooh, you naughty.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so mad at you guys. I'm so glad I never bought Crash Team Racing for this fact alone.
Yeah.
Adding in microtransactions after the game and the reviews have been out for a while, and then on top of that, it's coming out and saying you wouldn't have them. Oh, man. I'm not buying any Activision games for the next year.
Yep.
No Call of Duty, no Crash. No
it sucks
Spyro.
Because Call of Duty actually looks good. Like, I feel like it's Activision, so you never know. But it looks like they're actually answering people's frustration about the fatigue in the Call of Duty franchise. And now it's like, again, they're saying there's no microtransactions and no season pass or anything like that. But
I don't trust them.
Yeah, maybe not on day one, but, a month in.
Look, here's the deal. All right. If Activision keeps pulling the rug out from under people, they're going to wise up on this. This is a horrible practice. It's probably working for now, but it won't work forever.
Well, it's like the sports games, man. People spend so much money on those things every year, They don't seem to be wising up.
It is getting smaller and smaller of an audience, though.
They still made like almost $1 billion last year on just Madden.
I'm not surprised. I mean, the dedicated sports fans, it's like modern day trading cards. People they revise it every year, right? I mean, there's no real difference from a trading card perspective, right? Same idea except digital. There's going to be people willing to do it.
It's crazy.
So, no, I am not surprised that that's the case, but people eventually, you don't see many people buying trading cards anymore, unless it's Magic the Gathering.
Yep.
And if you're not banned from playing at tournaments.
Yeah.
Activision, you're a scummy company for doing that.
Yep.
I don't trust you. I won't buy COD this year.
Especially because it's like a remake. essentially an HD update of an old game, right? It's not even like a new IP. It's scummy. I think Call of Duty is going to die.
I doubt it. It'll just go to like an every 3 year.
Yeah,
or like
that's what they need to do.
That's or it'll be Call of Duty.
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
It'll be Call of Duty Online or something instead.
Yeah, well, I mean, they could do something like Assassin's Creed where they had a couple year hiatus and then it came back in a big way. The last two have sold really well.
I am extremely put off by changing a game to add microtransactions after the reviews are out.
Yeah, that's messed up.
I don't know how much scummier you can get. I really don't.
It's just those two companies just suck.
They really do. Anyways, so business practice wise, it might work for them, but from consumer standpoint, kind of sucks. Activision.
Yep.
Pretty scummy.
Mm-hmm. I'm really sad that EA has the Star Wars franchise.
I think that's going to change before too long, especially with EA like suffering from major financial hits.
Yeah, I hope they sell it off and Microsoft buys it.
Get us like a Mass Effect style Star Wars game.
Yeah, have like
actually
Obsidian work on it. Oh my gosh, they own Obsidian now.
Yeah, that's true. Is Obsidian the one that did number 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That'd be great.
And then they can reopen Pandemic.
KOTOR 3.
I want KOTOR 3, and then
that'd be great.
Battlefront 3, but like
a real. What they need to do is re-release an HD version with a remastered Knights of the Republic 1 and 2, following up with a release of Knights of the Republic 3.
I'd buy all those.
Oh yeah,
full price too.
I would too. I would totally do it. Give me an HD updated version of Knights of the Republic 1 and 2. Oh my god, I would play through that. I'd buy an Xbox.
Yeah, I mean that would be huge.
That'd be the greatest comeback ever in a video game series, in my opinion. Because that's like, other than Halo, Xbox is like that's like the reason I had an Xbox was to play Knights of the Republic.
Mm-hmm. If they brought out Fable, Knights of the Old Republic, and then obviously the new Halo game, which I probably will buy. I mean, I wouldn't complain for months and months and months. I'll just be playing those games. Nothing would get done in my household.
Where'd you go, Will? I don't see you.
Very funny.
What's that behind you, Will?
Oh my God! There's a window behind me, so something could come through, I guess.
That'd be the scariest live stream ever.
Oh my gosh.
I think CHRILLCAST is going to expand to include board gaming news, starting with the next episode. We haven't had time to really think about how we want to do that, but I was thinking maybe we could bring up some cool Kickstarters we see every week as like the last topic. You know, start with video games as the first topic, end with board games as the last topic.
Mm-hmm. And maybe some of the games that we're playing with, our board game buddies.
Sure, yeah, that works for me. But yeah, I think starting with episode 17, which will be the next one after this one, start talking about board games, because that's the other thing we do.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
Did you pick up any new board games?
No. But have you ever played Galaxy Trucker?
No.
You have to assemble a spaceship in a certain amount of time, and meteors will come down after you roll dice, and meteors will come down and destroy parts of your vehicle if it's not built properly.
Topic number 5. Halo Infinite, I read, it's not confirmed, this is kind of a rumor, might be going Assassin's Creed style open world.
I saw that article too.
And then the question is, what does that mean for the franchise?
Well, one, I doubt it's going to be open world. They say that basically before every game since Halo I guess Halo 4 has come out, that they're going to try to be open world with it. I highly doubt it. There could be multiple hub worlds or locations that you can go to. But I don't think it'll be open world a la Destiny. I think this Halo's is too linear of a game. I don't think they'd be able to do it. It's
the best linear campaign shooter ever made.
I agree. There's always an aspect of exploration in the games, looking around for that secret sniper or the rocket launcher or a vehicle or something. So they might have more of that. Or I mean, there could be, remember how there was Spartan Ops in Halo 4?
Yeah.
I'm thinking something that they're going to do in this game is that there'll be the main campaign with Chief, but there's going to be those extra side missions with Marines or the Arbiter or something, where that they might play around more with the sandbox in that regard, where you can you have an open world, but it's a small area on the ring that you can explore and gather supplies or something.
See, I was thinking more along the lines of maybe not open world, but I guess the way I looked at it was maybe you have much larger campaign maps where you could avoid the skirmishes and do different things to complete the same level.
So you have multiple paths,
multiple ways to do it. I could see that.
Yeah, I mean they've done stuff like that before. It's like the
you get achievements for not shooting a single bullet during.
I can't believe he said that. Remember when he's when was it after Halo 4 that he imagined a game without any guns? What? Are we talking about Halo?
I don't think so. No, I got through that level without firing a single bullet. I don't remember how, but I did it on Legendary.
I honestly have to say, why? The guns are so satisfying to shoot.
I think I just plowed enemies with the Warthog or the Scorpion tank. I don't remember what I did. Way more satisfying. I love vehicle combat. It's my favorite thing about Halo.
Yeah, that's a really terrible thing about Destiny is that there aren't almost no vehicles.
Yeah, you get that weird speeder and that's it.
Yeah, I mean they have a couple alien tank things that are not really tanks. They suck. They're not like Halo tanks.
Halo tanks are fantastic.
Anyway, so I think maybe larger maps would make sense, and they've always sort of had that in at least the Bungie games, where the Silent Cartographer you could go multiple ways around the island, and also the first level in called Halo, you can go the different routes to save the different Marines. Remember that?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So something
that's
like that.
True.
I think that's.
But what I'm thinking is let's say there's a road in the middle of the map, and you have to follow the road from point A to point B. That's the main objective, right? Mm-hmm. But then surrounding the road on both sides is this massive forest.
Yeah.
And you could cut through the side with the river, or you could cut through the other side, and the obstacles would be different.
Yeah.
A mission like that would work well with a big sandbox style map.
Mm-hmm. And really cool. And it's called Halo Infinite, so there should be infinite possibilities of how to complete each mission.
I could imagine, maybe they just set you in a sandbox, and then you get objectives, complete them. Okay, how? Well, you figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
But not that. But open world, where it's just one continuous world. That's not Halo.
No. I mean, I feel like it could work, but I don't necessarily know if I want it to work. You know what I mean? I don't know if I necessarily want that for Halo.
Well, it forever changed Assassin's Creed.
Mm-hmm.
Because Assassin's Creed used to be a lot more linear, and now it's a lot more open. And I don't think it makes it better. It makes it different, and it appeals to different people.
Yeah.
But I think it alienated a lot of the hardcore original fans. I think that would do that with Halo.
Maybe it's going to be campaign DLC?
I don't know.
I think they might actually do it this time.
I think they would be more likely, and this is just speculation on my part, but given to the degree of level that Forge is now, and the fact that they're going to release this on PC, I think they're going to have fan-made custom campaign maps.
That'd be cool.
I think that would be a very because then you got people that are going to make all of the Halos in the Halo Infinite engine.
That would be awesome. Oh my god!
I could totally see it happen.
Mm-hmm. Only if I can get it on Xbox as well.
Well, really if Microsoft endorses it, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'll just be fan mods on the PC. So.
Well, they're opening. Well, if whenever the MCC comes to PC, they're allowing it to be modded by the community.
Yeah, I heard that. We'll see.
That's cool. Yeah. How long do you think the campaign's going to be? I realize this is off topic, but
depends on how open it is, right? I mean, if you stick to a linear, and it depends on what difficulty level you're at too, right?
Normally like 8 hours.
Well, let's put it this way. If you just followed straight and narrow linear arc all the way through, the max you're going to get is like 30 hours. But if you have tons and tons of side quests and tons of replayability, 50 to 80 hours easily. But
yeah, that's high. I'm surprised you're saying it's going to be that high.
I mean, it's infinite, right?
It's true. We'll see what they mean by that.
I mean, I don't know if it's. I'm trying to think of how many hours I put in. Like Halo 1 was probably about 20 hours for me on Legendary.
I don't think it took me that long. It's probably like 14, and then I've played it like 100 times though.
Well, I'm thinking like the first time I went through Legendary, not like
the first time.
Not like the most recent.
I was like 9. That took me like literally like months.
I remember dying on the first level over and over and over and over.
I know Halo 2 I never made it through on Legendary.
Halo 2, the first level, I died over and over and over again on Legendary because it's not set up well for solo play.
No, I tried to do with
and
co-op,
it puts you back every time somebody dies.
Exactly. Yeah. That was the problem with co-op. Yeah. It's like, both of you had to survive. That was terrible. Which in Halo 1, it was so much easier doing co-op because whenever one person was low on ammo or health, you just kill them. They would respawn with full health and ammo, and you just keep going.
Yep.
Like Halo 5 took me like 4 hours. That was
on Legendary?
Not on Legendary.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't even worth going to on Legendary. I've done Heroic, and that took me about 6, but
I don't remember these campaigns being that short.
They're super short. Yeah, well, 8 hours is like pretty normal.
I'm like you just play through super disappointed in myself for not remembering the length of time it took me to beat these games.
I mean, that's the point, though. Those games are so good that the length didn't really matter.
And I probably played Halo 3's campaign like 25 times. I mean, this is like a testament to how good it was.
Every enemy encounter, I could tell you exactly where every enemy is, what rank elite is going to show up, where all of the hidden weapons and skulls are, from memory.
I have to say, like I said in the previous video, Halo 3 was like the pinnacle of my young video game career. Like literally, Halo 3 is the best. Like you cannot compete with, as far as a shooter goes, like Call of Duty is nothing to me compared to Halo 3 is just, and every game after it cannot seem to live up to Halo 3.
I really liked Halo Reach, but it's a very different game.
It is different. And I liked ODST as well.
I liked ODST as well.
But here's the thing. In my mind, nothing will ever live up to Halo 3 in a shooter, ever. If I go back to play any shooter, it's Halo 3.
Yeah. I mean, I'm replaying those games all the time, so there's nothing I can say about it. So
if I want to like have some mindless fun for like 4 hours, Halo 3. Or I replay the last campaign mission of Halo 1, which is fantastic.
Yes, I love the Warthog run.
I love the ending of Halo 1. It's just so good. Mm-hmm. Like if the franchise would have ended there, Halo would be the greatest shooter ever for me.
Yeah.
The greatest campaign anyway.
Yeah, 100%. I have a lot of fond memories of playing those games. I will say, so when I first got Halo Reach, I popped it in my 360, and I got the Red Wing of Death as soon as I started the game. And I had to wait 3 months to get it fixed. Oh, it was awful. Oh, I popped it in. It was playing that opening cutscene.
Oh, my God.
Introduced to the team, and then that was it. Couldn't
believe
it.
Over.
Yeah. Well, luckily it was still under warranty, so I sent it in. They fixed it, and they sent it back. Well, they sent back a different Xbox, but they gave me 3 months of free live, which was nice.
I have one more topic.
Okay, what is it?
The laziness of Game Freak on the new Pokemon games. Have you heard of this?
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to do the whole Pokédex.
Nope. Did they say what they're going to do, though? Like how many?
DLC. No, I'm just kidding. No, here's the thing. Somebody looked at the models on the Switch, the ones they're showing, and they're not that much different from the 3DS.
Mm-hmm.
They could easily have just coded to insert more polygons into the Pokemon and reuse the 3DS models, and you'd get like the exact same quality.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't have been that difficult.
But now they can't charge $10 per Pokemon, like from the ones that people actually want, like Generation 1 and 2.
Some of those are already in there.
Not the ones you want.
No, probably not.
You want Pikachu? $10. You want Charizard? $10.
Is that legit what they're doing?
I'm just betting it now.
I was going to say, whoa. I don't think Nintendo's that scummy. I mean, they eliminated some of the Pokemon from Gen 1 and 2 and Gen 3 and then reintroduced them later, kind of with Fire Red and Leaf Green.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll have a update and a third game come out later.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Sword and Shield and then Helmet. Pokemon Helmet.
Oh, I love it. That's awesome.
Pokemon Chainmail.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed that they're not going to bring over the Pokédex and like.
So they've almost always brought over all of the Pokemon from every generation to the next.
Yeah.
At some point or another. But like I said, I have a feeling maybe what they'll do is they'll release a third game. Maybe they'll upgrade the Pokédex at that point and give it for free to the the owners of the other two games.
Yeah.
And then release it concurrently with what would be the Pokemon Yellow of the current generation.
Bonway was talking about the sharp screen that they're.
Yeah, I did. I was waiting for you to bring that up. I was going to let you have a talking point.
Yeah.
I guess we could delve into that last topic then, since we covered the global Pokédex and we didn't need to.
Okay.
What do you think they would do with a Nintendo Switch Model 3? One would be the original Switch.
Mm-hmm.
2 would be the Lite. 3 is this unknown.
It's got to be a Pro.
Think so?
Yeah. I don't think they're going to get rid of the base model because they just kind of re-upped it with the new battery life and things with the new chip. And I mean, they have a mini that doesn't dock, so maybe they'll have. I guess you could have the all dock one that only docks.
But then you wouldn't need the sharp screen.
No, true. I think it's gonna be a Pro.
Maybe it'll just be a flat out TV, Switch TV.
That would be interesting.
Plug your cartridges into your Sharp television.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that won't happen. That's not gonna happen.
No. I hope it's a Pro.
What would be the ultimate size screen then?
I don't know, maybe like an inch or so, or whatever the difference between the 3DS XL was to the 3DS.
That would be like, that's practically quadruple the size. I mean,
Yep, you're playing like this.
It's at least 3 times. It's at least 3 times the size. No, if you go from the standard is 6.2.
8.7.
The mini is 5.5.
All right, they'll go up an inch.
So think about this too. The iPads, they're like 10 inches, but they're square.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so 10 inches is pretty big. I think the ultimate size would probably be about 8 inches. Amazon used to sell an 8-inch Kindle, and I believe it was a widescreen, which is what the Switch would have to be.
Yeah.
I think that's the right size.
Okay. Yeah. Do you
think
they'll
about
have
it this way.
Removable Joy-Cons, or do you think they'll keep them locked to it?
Oh, they'll be removable for the Pro model. It'd be stupid not to.
what do you think the pricing is going to be? Do you think they'll keep the base model at the same price, or do you think they'll drop it like $50?
I've been thinking about this for a while because of the light model coming out, right? Mm-hmm. So I think what's going to happen when they release a Pro, and I think they'll release in, they either will or they won't, but they'll do it this time if they do it, an all dock Switch. It'll be, the Mini will be like $175. The all dock will be like $200 when it releases, dropping down to $150 probably within 6 months. Mm-hmm. Maybe it'll start at $150. I don't know. The base Switch will go to $250, and the Pro will be either $350 or $399.
Okay.
Calling it right now.
All right.
What about you, Will?
Like, I mean, I think that pricing makes sense. What kind of power do you think that Pro will have? Do you think it'll be 4K?
No.
No.
It'll just be 1080p undocked.
Okay.
I think you'll just get essentially a seamless transition from the 1080p dock, 1080p handheld. Okay. And if you think about it this way, okay, that 5.5-inch panel in the Switch Mini, Switch Lite, is the same size as an iPhone 6 Plus. Mm-hmm. That's the screen size we're talking about. Which means that the 6.2 is basically a Samsung Galaxy size screen. So now we're looking at tablet size screen, a true tablet size screen with Joy-Cons. Mm-hmm. Like cool. Amazon Kindle 8 or, maybe Kindle 10. I don't know. I'm Chris.
And I'm Will.
And we will see you
on the next CHRILLCAST.
It is.
Krill. Yeah, absolutely. It's a krill without the K.
Oh, CHRILLCAST. Okay.